Welcome to the Create Your Happy podcast, where conscious female creators come together with a shared vision to inspire and empower women as they learn how to fully embrace their humanness, find their unique voice, and collaborate on how together we can change the world. I'm your host, Christy Holt, mom to 4 teenage boys, health and fitness coach turned happiness coach, and conscious funpreneur on a mission to change the world one beautiful soul at a time. I am an adventure seeker called by the ocean and mountains alike. Hiking and exploring in nature soothes my soul and inspires greater creativity within. I have always had a passion for reading, learning, connecting, sharing, and helping others. I adore coffee, and as a naturally curious person, I love deep, meaningful conversations over a warm cup of joe. One-to-one conversations are my absolute jam, and after having conversation after conversation with the most amazing conscious female leaders, I was inspired to create a space where we can come together in order to amplify our voices and strengthen our mission with the purpose of creating a massive impact. So I've created this podcast as a safe space to share the unique stories of strong and brilliant women just like you who have tales of overcoming in life, business, and relationship, and a desire to empower others to follow suit. These stories are sure to inspire as they are explored from a place of authenticity, adventure, fun, awareness, and yes, humanness. Like many of you, I have worn many hats in this lifetime: daughter, friend, wife, mother and bonus mom, ex-wife, as well as piano teacher, professional accountant, fitness instructor, health coach, mindset and happiness coach, writer, creator, and of course, so many more. Now, the truth is, none of these descriptions really matter. And what I've discovered is that the more we cling to these pieces of our identity, the more we continue to experience more of the same experiences in our life. And the longer that we put our trust in our identity, the longer we will remain in that safe and familiar comfort zone created by our past experiences, rather than experiencing the happy life we truly deserve. When we take an objective look at where we are as far as experiencing at the current moment, we can discover the true power in the surrender, in the letting go. And when we approach what we believe to be true currently with a new lens of curiosity, we can become empowered to remove the limits that were once placed upon us as we step out of our comfort zone and into the world of possibility where we can become truly magical and limitless. Now, I truly believe that we are in a crucial time right now as the world is undergoing a significant energetic shift. The old way, full of masculine energy, hard work, hustle, grind, producing, doing, is slowly being balanced out with a more feminine energy of softness, flow, ease, love, generosity, kindness, nurture, and peace. It's a shift from the old paradigm of power and control to one of more equality. Again, that softness and that love. And there has never been a more important time than now in our history for women to step up, share their stories, and use their feminine energy in order to create the change that the world truly needs. What is often missed is that we are all essentially, as human beings, energy. And as such, we are all connected. Quantum physics research continues to prove this idea, and as further science on energy emerges, the more we learn about how we can raise our frequency of power, not just for ourselves, but it's proving more and more that we can also impact the energy of the collective. And as we ourselves experience the benefits of increasingly elevated emotions of love, peace, joy, happiness, we can also give them back as our gift back to the world. And as more and more people experience giving and receiving these beautiful gifts, a new way will eventually emerge. As each person individually reclaims power over their own energy for their highest and happiest self, therefore, at the same time, they also change the world. Now, as a regular human, I do know firsthand how much of a struggle it can be to create the aligned life that you truly desire while operating under a lot of these masculine ideas. And what I've discovered is that without leaning into a space of more balanced energy, many truly badass women are giving up on their dreams in favor of something more familiar, more comfortable. Now, the unknown can indeed induce many fear responses. I remember years ago feeling that something greater was in store for me, but yet at the same time, where I was standing, it all felt impossible. I was completely stuck, overwhelmed, and frankly, feeling quite hopeless. I found myself in a marriage that simply was not a fit. Our complete inability to communicate really consistently pushed hard against all I wanted to create, which eventually forced me to dig deeper to try and figure out who I truly am. Now, when I look back at this time in my life, I remember feeling a few things about happy people. And one was, what are they trying to prove? And number two was, I thought, these guys are full of shit. No one is that happy. Now, I'll own that my own experience, perception, and interpretation of others' expression of happiness triggered these judgmental thoughts because it brought up parts of me that needed my attention. Now, while on the one hand, I discounted their experience because doing so made miserable old stuck me more comfortable. Yeesh. Luckily, I stayed curious. Now, I've always been a pretty optimistic kind of person, but I'll admit that when I was really in the muck, I had some less than helpful thought patterns and behaviors. I was operating on autopilot. I was going through the motions and feeling like I was sort of living a Groundhog Day type experience. There was some sort of strange draw within that was taking me towards discovering my own version of happy. And perhaps it started as a sort of personal mission to discredit those so-called fake happy people. But there was also a deep curiosity burning within me to discover what was actually possible for me beyond all of the thoughts, beliefs, and experiences, the stories that I had previously formed my entire identity upon. Now, as I explored my own existence, spirituality, and my own identity, I found that I was far more competent at dealing with the thoughts and emotions that used to consume my daily life. As my ability to remain grounded increased, so too did my curiosity and my belief in what could be. So I wondered, could I create even more happy? And how? And if I were to let go of my own limited ideas, what potential opportunities might I create space for? How might I be able to experience more or become truly limitless? And of course, how might I also inspire and empower others to create the same in their lives? Now, on this quick intro episode, I wanted to share a few things that I wholeheartedly believe. Number one, you're not broken, you're human. It's absolutely time to stop apologizing and to start embracing wholeness, because that is how you will become truly magical. 2, I truly believe that everyone is doing the absolute best they can with the resources that they have. Viewing others and yourself with this lens of compassion can really shift how you view the world and your piece of it. And we're all on a journey. We're just at different places with different lessons to learn. Number 3, love is always the answer. And your ability to change your own experience, and the world, by the way, all starts with radical self-love and acceptance. And number 4, when you truly come to see how your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality in a way that has all been designed to keep you safe and comfortable, you'll realize the extent of power that you truly have, and that all you've been seeking outside of yourself has actually always existed within. The power to create your happy is within you. So, with these curiosities that I held and those core beliefs, the Create Your Happy podcast was born. Now, on this show, I will be connecting with conscious creators from all over the world who share the collective mission of bringing more love, peace, joy, and happiness to the world, to hear and be inspired by their incredible stories of awakening, transformation, and self-discovery. In sharing these stories from a conscious perspective, you will see how everyday women just like you are not only overcoming life's regular daily challenges, but also doing the inner work so that they can expand upon those lessons learned and take a quantum leap towards happiness in all areas of life. Now, I trust that these stories will give you plenty of evidence, and perhaps you will begin to see yourself and your own gifts in a new light. Maybe you'll even begin to believe that you too possess all of the same possibilities within you to create the happy life, relationships, and business that you are oh so worthy of. So from one happiness hussy to another, I hear you, I see you, and I cannot wait to share your stories of overcoming, transforming, and creating. All right, gorgeous, it's time to get curious, become inspired. It's time for you to create your happy.